Okay, at the beginning we are going to create if name equal main. Here I'm going to just print something, print authentication successful, and here I'm going to create a function with name of get credential. By using this function we are going to get our token.json. Let me just show you. Here is the example of token.json. By using that function we are going to create or update this file. In this file we have access token, which is this one, and this is the refresh token. We are going to make continuous requests to Google Calendar to add or update events. Okay, I'm going to create a variable. Initially it will be none, then I'm going to check for, actually I need to import OS dot path dot exist token. We are going to search for token initially. If there is no token we are going to create one. Okay, creates is equal, we need credentials from Google OAuth. From here this is the line we need, google.oauth2.credentials import credentials. Let me just copy it and paste it here, and creates is equal credentials dot from underscore authorized user file token.json, and we need to specify scopes here. We didn't create these scopes. This is actually a global variable, therefore I'm just making it all uppercase. This is the convention. This is the scope we need. Let me just copy this and paste it here, but we need a little bit of change in here. Auth, after auth we need here calendar instead of contact, I guess. Now we are going to check for creates. If this is the case, then we are going to do creates and dot expired and creates dot token. If there is a refresh token, then we are going to refresh it. Creates dot refresh. Here we need to request somewhere. We are going to import that request from Google dot OAuth 2 dot, actually this one from auth dot sport dot request import. Let me just make a request from here to get a new token. We need a else condition in here, else we are going to make a flow. flow is equal installed app flow. For desktop application you need to install, we need to use this installed app flow. From here I'm going to import from Google OAuth live flow, import installed flow. If I made any spelling mistake, you can just follow from here as well. They have imported all those things. I'm just going to do it manually so you can understand and remember it little bit. From client file, the name of the file is credentials.json. Let me just copy the name, Ctrl C and paste it here, and we need to specify scopes here, SEO scopes in here as well. After the flow we need to do creates is equal flow dot run local server on port 0. Align with this else condition. We need to make the token file with open token. We are going to write file here dot json. Since we are writing, it will be w. If you are reading, you need to be specified with r, I guess, as token file dot write creates dot to underscore json. Here I'm going to call the function from here. Creates is equal get credentials. Yeah, I made a mistake here. It would be Google. I made another spelling mistake here, calendar, or we can just return the create from here. Let me just return at the end. Okay, let me just return from here. Okay, return creates. This scopes define the OAuth permissions your app is requesting. By using this get credential function, what we are going to do is load existing credential if it is available, refresh them if it is expired, otherwise starts a new OAuth login flow, saves the credential for the future use. In here we are checking if token already exists. If it is exist, load it instead of asking user to log in again. By using this function, we are actually checking whether credentials don't exist or credentials are invalid or expired. If there is a credentials that are expired but contain a refresh token, Google issues a new access token without user interactions. Therefore, we are making request for refreshing the token. With this else condition, we are checking if no valid credential exists, then launch browser-based OAuth login. User grants permission, Google redirects back to temporary local server, and lastly from here we are saving credential for the future runs. Let me run it. Actually, let me run it from this terminal. uv run auth py. Actually I made a mistake. I made another mistake. It is not go full. I always do, making a lot of spelling mistake. Let me run it again. Yeah, here it is. It is asking me for, yeah, continue. Let me just go to continue and continue. The authentication flow is completed. You may close this window. So let's close the window, and here it is. We have access token, refresh token, and all the necessary things.